Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at a new AFK method which can earn up to 70 million coins per day. Now in practice, for your average player, this is probably going to be about 10 to 20 mil if you're kind of in the early game, and later on it can get up to like 30, 40, but this is genuine. I haven't seen any videos about this yet. This is to do with the new garden update, the stuff that they've just released, and hopefully you guys will be able to make a little bit of coin. If you did make money from this method, make sure to hit that subscribe button. These videos do take a lot of work, and thank you so much to Doda for helping me out with them. Now, onto the method. So, once you get to level 5 on your island, apparently Jerry can run around now, but once you get to level 5 on your island, you will have this other NPC who Jerry has just decided to invade their personal space. Let me move him out of the way. But this other NPC right here, Sam, will appear on your island as soon as you get to Skyblock level 5. If you speak to Sam, you'll go through a little bit of dialogue and you'll end up on this brand new island, which I'm sure you will know by now, called the Garden. Now, the important thing comes into play once you've done her quest, you've cleared your first few things, and you get to this little thing right here. It's very loud. Let me turn my micro sound off. But this thing right here, called the composter. Now, compost is used for a couple of things, but the main thing people use it for is to unlock the new plots. This previously wasn't super important, but now that we have those new plots giving us Skyblock experience and extra farming XP, people do want to level them up. Now, this composter will take two things. One, crops. It will take whatever crops you've got in your inventory in any form, enchanted or not, and any of the mining fuels, and after a certain amount of time it will spit out this thing here called compost. Now you see there, I've left it running for a little bit. 43 compost, which sells for 2.8 million coins. I've left this running for about an hour, and you can see that it's immediately sold because of the people. You can see I've been doing this a little bit already, but because of the people who are buying their new gardens, getting that extra farming fortune, and it is worth buying those if you do plan on farming. Now, the new update brought these upgrades right here, and it's these upgrades that really start making money. Now, the first one here speeds up composter production, relatively simple, where it would normally take 10 minutes to complete your first compost. This reduces it by a set percentage. All of these will go up to 25, so at max it only takes a minute to produce a compost. Multi-drop, this perk right here gives you a 3% chance for each level to drop an extra one, so at max level you have a 75% chance of getting 2 rather than 1. Fuel cap, it just increases the fuel as it goes, because fuel only uses 2,000 per compost initially, which is later reduced. This one doesn't tend to be the bottleneck. The bottleneck is usually this organic matter cap, which only increases by 20,000 per level. And then finally, we have the cost reduction. It's a 1% per level for each one, but that will affect both the matter and the fuel, which means it's saving you money on every compost and thus giving you more profit. Now, of course, I promised there would be spreadsheets, and there are spreadsheets. So if you don't want to look at the math, run away now. But if you want to know how you could be making up to 70 million coins, you might have to deal with the math for this one. Now, as we hop on over to the spreadsheet, you will see here we do indeed have a coins to compost calculator. Now, this first page is just going to give you a general indication as to which crop is currently best in terms of organic matter based on the bazaar prices for you to be able to get your compost. Now, we do have a checkbox refresh menu here. This will just update all of the prices. It will take a second, but once it's done, you'll see that currently enchanted bread is on top, which I think a lot of people are using, but enchanted red mushrooms were there for a little bit, so it's worth checking where the spreadsheet's at. You'll also see what the current compost price is and what the current best fuel is. As it goes, it's oil barrels. This will be based on auction prices, so you can grab them from there. There are a couple of exceptions where it's available from NPC, because you can buy one of the fuels in the Sky Mart. Now, if you want to look at the other sorts here, you're welcome to go through, but least coins per compost is going to give you the best one to be using. And then if we scroll down to the bottom here, you'll be able to look up a specific crop and get all of the detailed information if that's something you want to do. Melon, potato, pumpkin, which will show you the enchanted variants compared to all the other ones. Now, the real exciting stuff is when we get into this second page. So here we go, you'll see coins to compost. First things first, bare essentials, you have to put in all of your upgrades. Now, initially, I'm just going to set these to 0. I've taken 15 as a benchmark as to what you can reach before it starts becoming ridiculously expensive. So this is if you are a brand new player. Keep in mind that the requirements for this money-making method at 0 are level 5 Skyblock. If you are an early game brand new player, you use enchanted bread, which is currently the best value, and oil barrels, which are currently the best value, you will be making 158,000 coins per hour. Now that might not sound like loads, but that is with 0 upgrades. A brand new player after reaching Skyblock level 5 can an hour later have 158,000. If we increase that level and we go to, like I said, level 15, which I feel like is a good indication of exactly how far you can get without spending billions. So this is the point where any upgrades after 15 will start needing fermentos, and you can see there that the profit per hour is 1.3 million coins, which extrapolated, times that by 24, is 31 million coins per day. Now that's not 31 million coins of doing stuff. If you have a look at this timed until refill, what this does is it looks at your fuel space, your organic matter space, assumes it is full, and then takes the lower of these. And you can see there that by logging on every 2 hours and 30 minutes, refilling your compost, and then either logging off or doing whatever other grinding you want to do. If you want to go do dungeons, if you want to go mine, if you want to work on farming while you're on the garden itself, you will be making 31 million coins alongside that. Now, just for the sake of it, for the sake of the thumbnail, I will show you that if you max it out, and again, this is going to be a very expensive investment, but if you put everything here onto max, you are going to be making 67 million coins per day. Now, like I said, this spreadsheet is going to update with the bazaar, with the auction. It's always going to be tracking those prices, but get this as soon as possible, because as long as compost is still in the market, as long as everybody doesn't have their maxed out farms yet, then I guarantee that this is still going to stay a profitable money-making method, especially given it's limited by real-world time. Now, like I said, guys, whether you are an early, middle, or late game player, this is going to be an amazing AFK money-making method alongside the rest of your grind. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember to check out the other videos. This did take a long time to make, so if you are enjoying it, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys!